Check my mic. Let's go. The best Larry Bird versus Michael Jordan story ever told. Let's get it. Welcome to the channel, guys. This is the KDRE. I can't believe I'm saying this. This is the KDRE Show. And we got, as you heard, Larry Bird versus Michael Jordan, the best story ever told. We're going to go ahead and react to it. I got you guys. I've been busy, as you see, and we're back. But I also want to let you know, just to clarify, I have a Patreon and I have YouTube membership. You're going to get a lot of videos, not just with those, but you're going to get videos on here. Same thing. It's just for you guys' support. And you can check it out, see all the perks and everything. But let's keep going.
NBA Hall of Famer James Worthy, who played against both Michael Jordan and Larry Bird, said, "I'd much rather play against Michael Jordan than Larry Bird. Jordan made you look slow, but Bird made you look stupid."
I've heard that term. Somebody put that inside the comment section. I'll read your comments. That's a crazy comment. That is crazy, but it's true. Jordan made you look slow, but Bird made you look stupid. All right, let's go.
I'm not here to convince you that Larry Bird is better than Michael Jordan. I'll just present to you the facts and let the NBA legends who actually played against both of them tell you what they think.
People always ask me, who's the hardest player I've ever had to guard? And there was Michael Jordan, George Gervin, the late, great Mike Mitchell. I mean, so many players. I always say Larry Bird, and I say this for the reason because when Michael passed the basketball, he kind of hung on his shorts and he sit off to the side. With Larry, when he passed the basketball is when he became more dangerous. He was either setting a pick, coming off a pick, catching the ball, passing the ball. So he was the one you always had to stay attentive to the whole 24 seconds of that offensive play for the Celtics. And you know what? Oh, he's going to get an offensive rebound. He was going to do something to help his team have the best chance of scoring at that point. So I always say as him, he didn't need the basketball to affect the game.
To the untrained eye, Michael Jordan was light years better than Larry Bird, simply because his scoring numbers were better. But in actuality, it was much closer than that because Bird affected the game in so many ways.
I saw Larry Bird one night in Phoenix. They were losing big time at the half. And they come out in the third quarter, and Larry did not take a shot, but dominated the game. He had 7 assists in the third quarter, and they came back and won the game.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Nope, what he just said. Came back third quarter, didn't score one bit, but still lead to win the game through assists and playmaking and the IQ foundations that he used in the basketball game to help the team. That's called great leadership, by the way.
But dominated the game. He had 7 assists in the third quarter, and they came back and won the game. He could affect the game without taking a shot. Who else can you say that about to that degree? Nobody. Michael could never do that. Never. Michael had to have the ball.
Here's a 1986 magazine on the NBA.
I'm gonna be honest, and I believe, and I've seen enough from Larry Bird to say he is one of the greats. He is one of the greats. But I'm gonna say this: I think Michael he wanted the ball all the time. He wanted to be that guy to say, "I don't give a care. Give me the ball. I'm scoring all the time. It doesn't matter." I seen him play defense. I seen 58 minutes. Freaking defense this guy and him, Scottie Pippen, were doing. So I'm gonna say he can do stuff off the ball too. I was seeing it was crazy. It was 4 highlights of just blocks and steals. It was crazy. But I do agree with him. Larry Bird, the way both of the guys, that Larry Bird himself did so much off the ball. It's unbelievable. You wouldn't even understand until one of these guys break it down, or you see footage showing how much he can impact his teammates without having the ball in his hand. That's impressive.
Have the ball.
Here's a 1986 magazine on the NBA. And remember, this is a league with Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Charles Barkley, Isaiah Thomas, Hakeem Olajuwon, Moses Malone, and Dr. J. And in a league with all of these all-time great players, everyone agreed that Larry Bird was the best because in 1984, 1985 and 1986, Larry Bird won MVP back to back to back. And in the 1986 playoffs, Larry Bird finally faced Michael Jordan head to head. And in game 1, Michael dropped a spectacular 49 points. But Larry Bird had an all-around game with 30 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds, and 3 steals to lead the Celtics to a victory. By game 2, MJ had a revelation.
And this is game 2 of the best-of-5 first-round action, and the Celtics will try to make it 2 in a row over the Bulls.
We really have to play a complete basketball game. I don't think one man can beat the Boston Celtics. I don't think one man can beat the Boston Celtics.
Woo! He said the man from himself. The man from himself said in his mouth, I don't think one man can beat the Boston Celtics. Okay? We just gotta not. Hey, and that's one thing about it. A great player is knowing your weaknesses and knowing what you're dealing with. If you try to walk in here and thinking that you're gonna be full ego and blow out a team that has incredible players, but a specific player that changes the game where they make all the players around them good, you underestimate, you get blown out. As I'm saying, that's all I'm saying. Let's go.
But he sure did try, because Jordan turned on God mode and broke the record for the most points ever scored in a playoff game.
Lead in the first half of the game against the Celtics Thursday. Jordan trying to fake Bird, can't do it. Hits the jumper, but Bird played pretty well defensively against Jordan.
I know we started Dennis Johnson out on him, and then we went with Danny Ainge, myself, then Bill Walton, and we was trying to run him to help all the time, but he had his outside shot going so well that he really didn't need to penetrate that much.
Jordan hits it, 56 for Jordan, and that ties the Chicago Bulls all-time leader. Jordan with 8 on the clock. Jordan ties the game.
Oh, boy.
63 points, and you're looking at an all-time record.
Oh, boy.
Michael Jordan.
It was an incredible,
second overtime.
Incredible playoff performance. I've never seen it before.
Hey, how many he had? How many it was? 63 points? Holy smokes. Is this what y'all was talking about? Where it was like 63 points in the game?
Incredible playoff performance. I've never seen it before, and I had never seen it after. That wasn't Michael Jordan out there. It was God disguised as Michael Jordan.
But Larry Bird left with the most important statistic of all.
What's that?
The W.
10 on the clock.
Oh, no.
Bird.
No, he didn't.
Victory for the Boston Celtics to take a 2-0 lead over Chicago in their best-of-5.
Bro, it was so simple. It wasn't stylish. It was straight to the point, and it was meaningful. It had that much impact. That says, hey, we can do all the scoring. We can do all this, the flashiness, but I'm just going to read the offense. I'm going to read the defense. I'm going to dish out this last assist, and we're going to take it home. I don't have to capitalize on it. I know how much of a great defensive team that the Bulls were. I know how much of a great offense player you are, but I'm going to utilize my assets, the things I got around me, and I got an eye for this. I'm going to dish it out. And that's what he did.
Michael Jordan didn't beat Larry Bird. You showed Michael Jordan going between his legs one time in the highlights, against Larry Bird. And that was the game he got 63.
That's when he dropped 63 on Bird. Yes.
But if memory serves me correct, they got swept. No, not lost. They got swept. Okay.
Even though he dropped 63, we stepped all in his ass, did we not? I rest my case.
Larry Bird went on to win his 3rd championship that year. And the following year, when Larry faced MJ in the playoffs, it happened again.
Inside, Larry Bird against Banks, rubs him around a Perry screen, drives it down the lane, and lays it in with a right hand. Michael Jordan with 30 points in this game, so he was 30 or better in all 3 playoff games. Bird's got 31 in the game and 14 in the 4th quarter. Bullseye. Boston has kept it in good hands in the 4th quarter.
Is that his Yo, did he get scratched on the... Dang, they really did get into some physical contact. Do y'all see the scratch on his back? That's blood. These guys were going at it, bro. Blows to blows, throwing each other down. It was a very physical contact game. You don't see this. If a player gets this, guess what they're going? And nowadays modern NBA. Hey, coach, I need to wrap up. I need to boom. You know what I'm saying? They're going straight to the back and getting band-aided up and all that stuff, disinfected and all that stuff. These guys just chose to just stay through it and play it until after the game was done. Unless they had like a serious injury. All right, I'm gonna roll it back. To about right
in the
here.
fourth quarter. Bullseye. Boston has kept it in good hands in the fourth quarter. It's been Bird, and that's about it. Final score in Chicago Stadium.
About Bird, and that's about it.
The Boston Celtics sweep the Bulls out 105-94.
Woo.
Too much Celtic talent, too much Celtic experience for a Bulls team lacking in both areas.
Yes, Larry Bird in back-to-back years swept Michael Jordan in the playoffs. So if Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time, but Michael Jordan never beat Larry Bird, then what does that make Larry Bird?
I didn't think about that. Actually, I didn't even know that. I didn't know that. All right, let's go. We're gonna keep going.
Now, to be fair, at that point, Michael Jordan didn't have his best teammate ever, Scottie Pippen, yet. When Scottie Pippen arrived, the battles were closer and more intense. And later in the video, I'll let you see exactly what happened when Larry Bird faced a prime Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Because Larry Bird did something so miraculously impressive, no other man in the history of basketball can say they've done.
Tell me.
But after Bird swept Jordan back-to-back years in the playoffs, that very next year in 1988, Michael Jordan had statistically the best season ever, where he won the scoring title at 35 points per game, the steals title, the MVP, the defensive player of the year, the All-Star game MVP, and the dunk contest.
All in that same year?
He faced Larry Bird 4 times that year. And this is how it went. Game 1, tough battle. Bird wins. Game 2, MJ has a historic 50-point game to win by 10. Wait.
We can't skip over that. Both had 42 minutes. They still lost even though he had 50 points. And Larry Bird only had 19. Larry Bird had 10 rebounds? Yeah, this guy was he was just getting at it. He was getting at it. Don't wonder why this guy was all banged up. Let's keep going.
Win by 10. Game 3, Larry's revenge. After that previous loss, I'm
sorry. I gotta see. I guess I was wrong on that. So game 2, Bulls won that. Okay.
It has a historic 50-point game to win by 10. Game 3, Larry's revenge. After that previous loss, I'm sure Larry Bird had that rematch circled on his calendar because he ended up with 33, 8, and 7 and blew MJ out by 30 points. Game 4, MJ had an impressive performance with 39 points and 8 assists, but Larry Legend had 44 points and 10 rebounds, but most importantly, a win versus Michael Jordan in his statistically best season ever.
So they had 4 games. Michael won only 1. Larry Bird won 3. Okay. I would put it like this, and this is my take. I think Larry Bird and Magic are the founding fathers of not founding fathers, the fathers that rebirthed the generation of who we love, from Michael all the way down to Kobe, down to, if you want to say LeBron. I know. Don't look. It's the younger generation, okay? I'm just talking about, anyways. So from all of these different generations down, right, even down to Stephen Curry, where they were the ones who these great players study. Like, all of them study. So I can see that.
And though Michael Jordan didn't face Bird again that year in the playoffs, Jordan did face Isaiah Thomas in the Detroit Pistons. And I'll let Isaiah Thomas tell you exactly how he recalls that year and the rest of the 80s.
So Michael Jordan in the 80s, the best year that he had was he was the MVP of the league and the Defensive Player of the Year. I believe that was in 88.
Yes.
88.
We beat them 4-1. I'm gonna say that again. 4-1. They won one
May I
game,
respond?
Stephen A. And he never beat Larry Bird. He never beat Magic and Kareem. He never won. And all I'm saying is, in the 80s, what I remember in the 80s, it was Philadelphia with Dr. J, Magic, Kareem, Bird, Michael Jordan. He was a non-factor.
A non-factor.
Damn.
Is this your GOAT?
We're gonna ruffle some feathers here, okay? Okay. Look, I got some Jordan fans. I got some Larry Bird fans. I'm just a messenger. I'm just posting the video. Y'all told me to react to it. That's what I'm doing. Okay. I ain't trying to ruffle no feathers. I'm not trying to do none of that. All right. So we're just gonna keep it clean. No, a friendly fade. They coming. So they gun blazing.
But after Isaiah Thomas swept MJ, he did go on to beat Larry Bird in 6 games. And many people touted the Detroit defense for holding Larry Bird to under 20 points per game. But what many don't include in that story is that Larry Bird was noticeably injured with painful bone spurs in both feet. So only because of injuries, for the first time in 5 seasons, Larry Bird would not make the NBA Finals. Starting the following year, Larry Bird had season-ending surgery on both feet after playing only 6 games. But sadly, it only got worse, because that following offseason, Larry Bird broke his back and was never the same again. But even as Larry Bird's entire body betrayed him, for some reason, he always played well against Michael Jordan. Almost like he had a personal vendetta against Jordan. And I think I know why.
What you trying to say?
When Michael Jordan was in college, he actually played an exhibition game against Larry Bird. Jordan and a bunch of college players, while preparing for the 1984 Olympics, faced Larry Bird and a bunch of NBA stars. The goal was to toughen the college kids up before they headed to the Olympics. So during pregame warm-ups, when Jordan chased the loose ball to the other end of the court, Larry Bird picked the ball up. But instead of handing it to Jordan, Bird kicked the ball over Jordan's head to the opposite end of the court. And I guess you could say Michael Jordan took that personally.
Now look at my really. Oh, so that's how you're going to play it. You going to do this? Okay, fine. That's all I needed. That's all I needed for him to do that. And it became personal with me.
Michael Jordan dominated that game. A young Michael Jordan actually carried a team full of college players past a prime Larry Bird and a bunch of NBA players. Michael Jordan won the battle, but Larry Bird won the war. I think Larry Bird took that loss personally, because Jordan never really got the best of Larry Bird ever again. When Larry Bird finally returned to the court after missing basically an entire season with foot surgery and a back injury, he faced prime Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen in a regular season game. The teams went back and forth.
Bagley against Paxson, 10 on the shot clock. Jordan on Bird. Quick feed into Jim Paxson for the layup. Larry Bird is KO the read. Jordan the steal. Scottie Pippen ahead to Jordan. Michael for the dunk. Bird against Pippen. Bird working on Pippen one-on-one. Hits the fadeaway.
And with 10 seconds to go, it was a tie game. The Celtics had the ball, and the Bulls put their two best defenders, Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, both on Larry Bird because everyone knows who the ball is going to.
Oh.
And then this happened.
Okay.
Let's see if they wind it all the way down.
Let's see what's going to happen.
Inside Bird low. You can't double yet. Now you can quickly. Bird's jumper.
Nope.
Good.
Oh my God. Yep, that was the jumper. That was a dagger.
It's left. Larry Bird gives the Boston Celtics a 2-point lead.
Post it up.
Everybody in this building had to
turn shot.
Michael came over
backboard.
To help out. Celtics lead with 3.6 seconds here, 102 to 100.
I can see Jordan like, man, come on, bro.
A game-winning shot while being double-teamed by both Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, two of the best defenders of all time. Somehow the word clutch doesn't even begin to describe the greatness of Larry Bird when the game was on the line. But maybe a quote from NBA Hall of Fame coach, executive, and former player Pat Riley can explain. In an interview, when comparing Larry Bird and Michael Jordan's clutchness, Pat Riley said this iconic quote, "If I had to choose a player to take a shot to save a game, I'd choose Michael Jordan. If I had to choose a player to take a shot to save my life, I'd take Larry Bird."
Wow. Wow. That's deep. That's deep.
As Larry Bird was on his last legs and Michael Jordan was starting his dynasty in 1991, Larry Bird mustered up enough strength to battle MJ again in one of the last great duels between the two.
Gamble came up with the steal.
Here's Bird. Yes. He was met on a switch by Jordan, and there 69.
Bird.
Chicago 67. Jordan eluding a triple team.
Jordan going back and forth.
Larry Bird.
Oh, nice reverse layup with the right hand.
This battle between two all-time greats
Going
came
back to
down
back.
to the wire. In overtime, it was a tie game with 0.4 seconds on the clock, and the Chicago Bulls had the ball.
Pippen now will look to throw in. 0.4 of a second. And here it is, Jordan with the fling. Yes! But it's waved off. Will not count. Mike Mathis said no. Did not beat the clock.
He didn't beat it.
He almost had it. After Jordan's possible game winner was waved off, Larry Bird, on 4 straight possessions in double overtime, did this.
Jordan.
It's great to hear all these coaches talk about they're really concerned as Bird hits a little. They're really concerned.
It's
about
a big
the
shot.
Building up. They want to be fresh going into the playoffs until the game.
Overtime number 2. Bird. Yes.
Oh my God, another dagger.
Larry Bird heating it out to go in the second overtime. Bird with the fake.
He just.
And hits.
You can't deny it, man. This guy knew how to clutch it.
45 to go in the second overtime. Bird fires. Yes.
The crowd couldn't
He's locked
help but
in.
chant the name of the greatest player of all time.
Shook his head and said, "This guy's too much."
And the chant of Larry.
Nice screen. Yeah, they got that.
The second overtime, and that will do it.
Dude, the energy is crazy in there.
The Boston Celtics in double overtime and defeated the Chicago Bulls 135 to 132.
All their games were very close too, except for like 2 of them that I saw that it was like a blowout.
And a wild one.
The Celtics held on to win that game, but that year, Michael Jordan won his first championship versus Magic Johnson in the finals, and his dynasty had officially begun.
Larry and I were talking, and Michael walks in, and he says, "It's a new sheriff in town." And we both hit each other like, well, he's not lying.
Larry Bird retired after that next season, but not before he took the court with Michael Jordan one last time. Except this time, it would be on the same team in what many would call the greatest team ever assembled.
I gotta check it out.
The 1992 Dream Team.
Yeah. I gotta check it out. I got y'all on that.
Best opportunity to get an open look in transition. Patrick with the pass that misfired. Jordan with
Ooh. This is the dream team.
You just knew that Larry Bird was not going to miss that shot after the great save by Michael Jordan.
Oh yes, I'm gonna have to do
that you're retiring. Thank goodness. I'm glad. I'm tired of seeing your face. Well, a lot of sad memories to me, but I enjoyed you tremendously. I wish you a lot of luck, and I think you had a very wonderful career, even though you probably ruined a lot of my successful games against the Boston Celtics. And I'll see you somewhere along the road, somewhere playing golf.
Even though he dropped 63, we stepped all in his ass.
All right, well, that is the video. First of all, dang, I didn't know he was like that too. Going against the prime, becoming into the prime Bulls, but it makes sense, right? Because you got Larry Bird, right? Larry Bird and Magic, they were the ones. Larry Bird held the torch. Magic held the torch. I mean, it made sense. I mean, he was giving Magic hell of a hard time in games, and he was the man who was running it, right? So I don't see anything wrong with this. I believe that all of this exists and it matters. Like, Larry Bird was that man. And I must say, after watching about a few hours of the documentary and then it's probably about 4 hours worth of content of this guy, he was that guy. So I do put him on my list. Top 4 list, most definitely. How can I not do that after witnessing all this stuff? How? He's definitely up there. He is one of those guys. And I admire his personality, who he is, how he carries up his love for the game, competition, every single thing. And most importantly, the impact he's made, just like the others. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you want to see more content reaction of Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, to Magic, to all of the other greats, legends from that type of era, then hit the subscribe button. And I got y'all. Thank you. See you on the next one. Peace.